In my last video, I left Big Spring State Park, headed east on Highway 20 with my sights set on my next destination, the second of the Panhandle Plains Trifecta. I'm Jay, and this is Lake Colorado City State Park. Home away from home for one night, campsite 128. And there she is. I brought two tents. Well, I brought a hammock, and I brought a car tent for the back of the Pilot. But it's 85 degrees right now. I think the car tent will be too hot. I honestly don't know that I feel like sleeping in the hammock tonight. I may just sleep on the picnic table here. But I'm gonna get the hammock out and get it set up, and then I think I'm gonna walk down to the lake, take a swim, do a painting, and then maybe have some dinner. Lake Colorado City does have a trail map, so I'm going to go back to that format for my painting. I brought oil paint with me on this trip, and I could paint on it as raw paper, but I'm going to seal the surface first with acrylic matte medium, and I'm going to start here on the back. Maybe it will help with buckling. I will let the first side dry while I set up the hammock. Then I'll come back, flip it over, and do the other side. As I'm doing this, I'm rethinking about sleeping in the open air. There are all these little flies that are really hassling me. Okay, yes. Now, one thing I noticed about this map, a little like Big Spring, is that I could hike everything in a day. It looks like there's a 1-mile trail that goes from where we're at up here down to the public recreation area. And then there's a 1.8-mile loop, and there's a little pond right in there. And that also starts at the public recreation area. But it wouldn't be 2.8 miles only, because I would have to go, if I parked down here, up and down for 2 with another 1.8 for 3.8 total. It's not the worst thing in the world. But given the fact that I've only got a couple hours of light left, and I already did 5 miles today, I think I'll tackle that in the morning. I think I will try to get the whole park trail system done again. It's just kind of fun to be able to say I did it. And then I'll head out to Abilene after that in the morning. I don't want to be too cute and get jabbed by one of these cactuses. There she is. All right, here we are. Now we just gotta get down. That little rocky recess would either be super cool to paint or super cool to sit in. But I think I kind of like this view better. With the sun setting, I could make those rocks much more orange. We'll get rid of the power line probably, and then do everything on the near side really cool. So warm, cool contrast. That could be a fun painting. But first things first. I'm gonna try to get these cool rocks here and the warm background there. I only have 2 hours until sunset, so it's time to get cracking, and the seating didn't work out, so it looks like I'm gonna stand. As fun as it is to paint on the state park map, one of the challenges is to see your scene through all the background detail. So I try to get as much covered as I can early on, but also one of my main goals in this painting was to emphasize the warmth of the colors in the sunlight, so pushing the greens toward more of a golden yellow green, and then darkening and cooling off all the rocks in the foreground to make them appear both closer but also in shadow. The last little bit of light is fading from the rocks. And I think I'm going to call it a day because I'm getting hungry. I saw this stuff on the trail when I was running in Big Spring, and I did not memorize the name of it, but I need to. It smells glorious. Is there anything better than the quiet and calm at the close of day? Good morning. Time to hit the Roadrunner loop. I absolutely love a sunrise hike, and I love the state parks for giving me moments like this of serenity and solitude. The sunrise, it's beautiful. The sunrise, it's beautiful. And I did pass back by where I painted yesterday, twice in fact. Hey, I know this place. Putting in 4 miles today. And that's number 3 down. So that's goodbye to Lake Colorado City. Time to head on down the road to part 3 of this trifecta, Abilene State Park.